Well, that's coming up in the next hour. With us for the duration, UKIP's Deputy Chairman, Suzanne Evans. Welcome back to the programme. First, though, let's talk about Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London. Always in the news. He's been caught this time on film swearing at a taxi driver. Boris, what were you thinking of? Well, it was late at night and he was on his bike. Mr. Johnson is also a Conservative MP these days, was riding his bicycle when the altercation happened at some traffic lights. A source close to the Mayor described his language as, quote, colourful. That's one word for it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you're one of them, mate. What? One of them. What are you guys not in that order? Yeah, fuck you guys.
Just an everyday event on the streets of North London around midnight. What do you make of that?
I know what my mum would say. She'd say, I think that was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And I think that's about right. You know, I think the taxi driver started it. Boris was determined to finish it. Definite bit of road rage. But I think they're both to blame, weren't they? Don't you think?
Well, LBC, the big London phone-in station, which you can now get around Britain on the web, they did this morning because it's meat and drink for them. And nearly everybody who called in was on Boris's side,
Really?
even though LBC is the taxi driver station in this city.
But he's popular, isn't he, with the taxi drivers?
They backed Boris.
Well, I frequently say, you know, just because you're in politics, I don't think doesn't mean to say that
don't swear.
Well, first of all, you probably shouldn't swear if you're in politics. You'd be very silly to. But I also think it doesn't mean that you can be abused in a way that a normal member of the public couldn't. At the end of the day, we're all citizens. We're all free citizens of this country. We're subject to the same law, and I don't think we should be treated any differently. So if somebody stuck their head out of a taxi window and had a yell at you, or just somebody walking down the street, it's not really very good form. So I can see why they were supportive of Boris.
A Glasgow handshake, maybe, in order. I thought what was interesting about it was nothing to do with that so much. But here you have the mayor of what you could argue was the greatest city in the world.
I think it is.
Huge,
yes.
marvellous city, approaching over 8 million, heading for 10 million people. And there he is. He was out at some event, and there he's cycling home on his own at midnight, not with a chauffeur-driven car, not with security. I mean, I've seen the way the Mayor of New York travels round. He has outriders, there's car in front, car behind.
Well, we had David Cameron, didn't we?
On his own.
David Cameron made a big thing about cycling to Parliament. Then we found there was a car
Yes, they were
following him behind.
outriders
with a
behind.
But he was
line
only
over it,
leader of
so-
the opposition then. But I think...
Yeah, but that's what happens if you do that. You get...
Yeah.
But I think that the fact that he's able to do that is still something good, that he doesn't need to have
Normal
bodyguards
life.
everywhere.
No, and I don't think it'll put him off. I think he'll be back on his bike doing exactly the same.
I think he'll probably get even more support now on the street as he's going past. It'll be people putting up a different kind of wave.
Yeah, very
A proper wave, you know, nice wave.
Oh, I see.
That's what I
Is that a
mean.
nice
Sorry,
wave?
don't misunderstand me.
Yes.
Very well.
I know what you're thinking.
Do you?
Yeah, no, I don't actually.
That was
No,
Michael
it's-
Howard's slogan in the 2005 election.
That's true.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?